Another huge election shakeup. Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger just joined a crowded field for governor, and Raffensperger announcing his candidacy this morning. Atlanta News First political reporter Doug Reardon is live at the state capitol. Of course, Doug, this announcement has been speculated for quite some time now.
It has. This wasn't a surprise for us, although Raffensperger did at one point play around with runs for both governor and for the open U.S. Senate seat in 2026. But it'll be the governor's mansion that he ends up going for. And there is a little bit of precedent for a run for the state's Secretary of State. If you recall, current Governor Brian Kemp was the Georgia Secretary of State before he mounted his first run for governor almost 8 years ago. What may hold Raffensperger back here are Republican voters who are still angry at him over the 2020 election. Some still feel he didn't do enough to help challenge vote counts when Donald Trump lost the state that year. In fact, the state GOP voted at their convention largely in a symbolic move to bar Raffensperger from qualifying as a Republican in state races. Others see him as a hero in the aftermath of the 2020 election, helping to uphold those results and stand up to Trump. And before entering politics, Raffensperger was an engineering entrepreneur. He joins a GOP primary field that already includes state Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, as well as Georgia's Attorney General Chris Carr. Outside the state capitol, Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.
All right, Doug, and just again to kind of lay things out for you, several other top Republicans already in the race for governor. Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, who is endorsed by President Trump, as well as Attorney General Chris Carr. Veteran Ken Yasgar is also in the race, and businessman Clark Dean announced his candidacy yesterday. Now, on the Democratic side of things, candidates include former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, State Senator Jason Estevez, former DeKalb County CEO Michael Thurman, Reverend Olu Brown, and former Republican Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan also entering the race yesterday as a Democrat. So now the race for governor includes 11 candidates. We have the agenda for each candidate on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com.